and bottles of bubbles. I know your columnist getting in trouble. Tea bags and iron, trade overseas. Buy myself all of my favorite things. Been through some battles, I should be a kid. Who would have thought it turned them to a savage?
Okay, first of all, rude. I guess savagery was on his part as well, because those taxes he just threw at us with no heads up because he refused to give us representation in Parliament. Taxes that were meant to pay off the war we didn't even fight in. I'm so sorry if you're just a little bit upset that we threw your tea into the sea. Maybe you just needed a taste of your own medicine.
Rather be covered with gold and not snakes. Write my own laws like I'm doing what I please.
Oh, you mean how we were forced to create our own constitution because you weren't a good enough leader for us to follow? What a tyrant. No wonder no one wanted to be a part of your colonies.
My shapes, stop watching. My crown is flashing. Make big deposits. My weed is fighting. You like my lands? Gee, thanks. Just fine. I see it. I like it. I want it. I got it. Yeah, I want it. I got it. 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 You like my lands? Gee, thanks. Just fine. I see it. I like it. I want it. I got it, yeah. Might be a king, but I ain't gonna listen. Buy matching teacups for all of my children. I'd rather spoil all my kids with my riches, thinking that power is my new addiction.
Another reason why our founding fathers wrote the Constitution, to divide power amongst different branches so that not one branch can overpower the other.
Never said money can't solve your problems. Must not have had enough money to solve them. They say which one, I say nah, I want all of them. Happiness is the same price as Red Lobster.
Red Lobsters? Like the restaurant?
No. That's what the British soldiers were called because of their red coats.
Oh.
Is beam. Our gold is clean. The way it shine on light. You see, I bought an empire. It's full with trade, with slaves and harvest. I want it. I got it. Yeah, I want it. I got it. I want it. I got it. I want it. I got it. You like my lands? Gee, thanks. Just buy it. I see it. I like it. I want it. I got it. Yeah, my receipts be looking like peasant numbers.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why our founding fathers wrote the Bill of Rights, so that we would know our rights and never be controlled by some tyrannical jerk ever again.
If it ain't money, then wrong, royal. Colonists, some subjects, yeah.
Well, not anymore. Thanks to the Declaration of Independence, which demanded the separation between Britain and America and clearly stated why, the random acts that really had no standing in the American colonies due to the lack of representation in Parliament.
Yeah, but only 10 to 15% of people were represented. And these types of people were white, wealthy males who owned a lot of land. The people who weren't represented were women, people of color, and people who didn't own a lot of land.
Baby, setting the tone for. I don't mean to brag, but I be like, put it in the bag, yeah. When you see the racks, they stacked up on my bags, yeah. Shoot, go from the store to the booth, make it all back in one loop. Give me the loot, never mind, I got the juice. Nothing but now when we shoot. Look at a net, look at cassettes, ain't got enough money to pay me respect. Ain't no budget if I'm on the throne. If I like it, then that's how it goes. I want it, I got it. 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 You like my lambs? Gee, thanks. Just fine. I see it, I like it. I want it, I got it. Yeah.
I thought the video was very cringy. It was not at all what I would expect.
I thought the video portrayed King George as a very narcissistic man. It really showed how inconsiderate he was of his people.
It was definitely very interesting how he thinks that he's in the right.
I think it showed how the king was just really greedy about himself, showing all his stuff he has, and it doesn't show the work that the colonists put in to become independent.
I think King George is a terrible man. He was supposed to be our savior, but in reality, he was just a terrible leader.
Like I said, I just see him as a very narcissistic man, inconsiderate, and all he really cares about is money.
Yeah, I've heard some news back from, countless of parties, and I'm definitely on the side of the colonists with this, with how he's such a tyrant. He constantly is taxing us, and the quartering acts, he's treating us like his pet.
I just think that he doesn't consider everything everyone does for him. Like, without us, he would have nothing.
If I'm honest, I think King George just keeps interacting with the colonies just so he could start a war again.
More for a show of dominance, you know?
I think it's just kind of like part of the separation stuff. We are a new budding country, or trying to be a new country, so I think there's still a sense of, like, yes, it's like our parent country in a way that we're trying to separate from, but I don't know how that's going to work, but I think we'll find a way to cut all ties and not have to be part of Britain in some way.
I think he has a certain mindset that he is superior to us. Like, he can control us and tell us what to do.
I think it's an amazing thing that we were able to do as colonists, but it's not very inclusive.
I thought it was really inspiring how they just took off by themselves. It's something anybody can really look up to.
I think it's incredible. Really, I think we just deserve to have our independence, and the way that they're doing it, the founding fathers, I think it's just amazing how they're really standing up to Britain, and soon we're going to be our own country, and I think that's amazing how we've created a government. We have organizations that are controlling us for right now, and as those organizations get stronger, they're gonna stabilize more, and I think our country is gonna be amazing.
I think that was really great because we've done everything ourselves and we showed the king that we are worthy.
I think we will be able to pull it off because we're a strong community and we have so many good ideas.
Well, with the way that they're going, I think so. Maybe one day.
I think they definitely will be able to pull it off. Our founding fathers are so amazing that I think I really put all my trust in them, and I believe in them fully, and soon we'll be our own separate country, and I truly believe that.
I think we're doing great already because we have establishments being made and we're working to become our own country.